think one of the craziest things about social media is the ability to cyber stalk people. I just watched a video by Vince Vintage. Okay, so he's a YouTuber. Go check out his channel. And he's going through something with a stalker that he doesn't even know. He's been dealing with it for about a month and a half, to the point that he had to go seek litigation and lawsuits, all this stuff that he's dealing with, YouTube, all of it. Because a stalker that he's dealing with can actually report his videos and get his livelihood taken from him. He's making money off YouTube. And people can be filled with such emptiness that they can make you a target and put the primary source of their being towards being dedicated towards destroying you, like a literal demon. It's the purpose of demons. So what's crazy is he starts talking about his stalker, how he tried to kill himself. He has no job, kind of a pathetic existence. He's a lost soul. You know what I'm saying? You can call him. Hey, I've been a lost soul in my youth. You know what I'm saying? We all go through being lost, you know, even midlife crisis. People go through midlife crisis and they feel lost. So like, I can truly understand being a lost soul. What I don't understand is targeting other people in that lostness to try to destroy them out of that. That's disgusting. Now, 9 times out of 10, and this is not an exact statistic, but it's fairly close. 9 times out of 10, the person that's stalking you knows you. I've personally been through stalking, where at the time I was in a relationship with an older lady, and her daughter, who was around my age, was stalking me online, right? And would report my videos, get my content taken down, just because, you know what I'm saying, she might not have agreed with the things I was discussing, including hyper negative, hyper focused people like her. In life, you're going to come across some hyper negative, hyper focused people. When it comes to people that you figured out, if you figured out that the person stalking you knows you, the way to control them is just do it through peace, not peace and love, honestly. So you got to control how you conduct yourself, and it'll greatly control how they conduct themselves. That's something that I realized. Stalkers are non-playable characters. They have this fixation, bro, whether you know them or not. And a lot of their movement is based upon your moves. They have no mind of their own. Once you realize that, yeah, you might not like the fact that you have to edify yourself to control this idiot, but you have to. It'll bring you more peace. And again, it'll bring you more control over them. Not complete control, but you got to remember, anybody with this type of character is lost. They're looking for something, and you can help them find it in a way by how you conduct yourself. That is the reality. So you have to change how you move, and you have to not allow it to affect you. Demons feed off of that. Vampires feed, succubus, they feed off of this type of stuff, draining you. And when you dedicate your thought and emotions to it, you only feed the beast. So you got to cut the cord. You got to cut the tether to this negative source. It's not to say that they're going to stop stalking you, but you cut the cord emotionally and psychologically and spiritually. You don't allow it to compromise who you are. It's very easy. It's very easy for hyper negative people to find somebody to focus on. They're already negative. They're looking to lash out. And if you do or say something that they don't agree with, you could be the thing that invokes all of their attention on you. You know, I've been through it. Vince Vintage is going through it. A lot of people have gone through it. It's a crappy topic to discuss, but whether you know it or not, somebody that you know could be stalking your page. Not every application lets you know who viewed your profile or viewed your videos. Thank God for the apps that do that. I like being able to see who's trying to watch my content. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like that. I don't condone that. Energy is quite pathetic, and it's like, find something better to do. Like, you clearly have nothing to do in your life. So the purpose of this video is just to give a healthier perspective when you're dealing with hyper negative, hyper focused people. You got to kill them with kindness. And you might not like the individual. You might consider it being fake, but they're fake. They're chameleons. They're non-playable characters. Be fake. Do what you have to do to create equilibrium, balance, and peace in your own life. Okay? Because when it comes to hyper negative, hyper focused people, they don't even know where to begin. This is why they lose themselves in trying to attack others and bring other people down. If you allow them to bring you down, they won't just bring you down to their level. They're going to bring you beneath it because they need something to stand on. Perception. Don't let them win. It's unfortunate, but in today's society, if you post a video online, you put yourself at automatic risk of being stalked by somebody having some type of infatuation, liking your content a little too much, if that's a thing. As a content creator, you know what I'm saying, I can see how people would want that. But as a human being, you don't want somebody to like you too much, because it becomes toxic. You know what I'm saying? It becomes, you know, things can become positive and then become positive toxicity, toxic positivity. You see, what person gravitates towards this, rather from a negative or positive, but operating in the positive. If somebody needs to get something out of you from a positive perspective, but they feel like it's a need, not a want, you know, it's a desire, this is when evil can creep in. So you don't even want people to like you too much out here. Straight up, I'm okay with having enemies, because at least I know what they bring to the table, and I know where we stand. You know what I'm saying? So this is a little different from the things that I've been talking about lately, but after watching his video and seeing just the raw emotion, the frustration, the back and forth with the law and YouTube and things of that nature, you know, it really invoked this spirit in me to bring to y'all. One of the things I want to make as far as suggestion to the application, though, YouTube, TikTok, any of y'all, what y'all want to do is, when you start seeing people, because I went through it. So when you see people spam report somebody's video, you got to know it's something personal there. Not every video that this person is making is violating the guidelines. Y'all have to know this. And this goes to YouTube, TikTok, all of y'all, Instagram, whatever. When y'all see people spam reporting, these are probably crazy people with a vendetta, some type of revenge vendetta, some type of issue. And you need to be able to focus in on those accounts that do this spam reporting. And you need to block them from being able to spam report or delete the account completely, especially if the account has no content for itself. Now, this is a blank account complaining. You're not even a real person. You're a non-playable character watching somebody else's efforts and energy, bro. Watching somebody else's channel and you tripping. How? Keep scrolling. You can't have that much of a problem in life with what somebody else is saying, especially if they're not directly attacking you. Genius. You know what I'm saying? But people are idiots, and you got to learn how to control them. They say that you can't control a person because there's random chaos, right? You can't fully predict what somebody's going to wake up and do. I say you absolutely can. You just got to be more intelligent than that idiot. And you can absolutely control them. You take away options for random chaos that you couldn't predict. You take away the non-predictables, and you give them everything that you know that they're capable of handling, and you control them. It's only a few ways to do that. Peace and love is one of them, though. Straight up. So stay in the light, stay in the love, stay in a peaceful mind. Don't get disheveled by negative energy, negative people. Understand that if you got the courage to post publicly, then you got to have the courage to deal with the crazies that operate on the World Wide Web as well. That's just what it is. It sucks. I don't agree with it. It is what it is. I've been through it. Some of y'all have been through it. You know, my perspective is, when I post something, I try not to, it's not necessarily about being too controversial, because I'm okay with invoking controversy. That gets you more views, right? If you're thinking in terms of content and the business aspect of it. But in terms of just always coming with a positive, healthy perspective, or trying to, it permits me, right? And it compels me to move a certain type of way that doesn't create too much hysteria amongst the sheep, because you want to keep them peaceful. Honestly, you don't want to cause a stampede, you know? And the way you do that is to move a certain way. So that's my advice. Control how you move, control your perspective, control your emotions, and you can control hyper negative, hyper focused people. Not every time. This advice might not work for you, but it will definitely work for some of y'all. And I know that to be true. Try it out. Try it out. If anybody is going through a stalker in their personal relationships online, I'm sorry you went through it, but I'm sure that if you're a wise person or an intelligent person, you've probably been able to pick up some learning lessons that'll last you a lifetime, and you won't have to repeat this cycle. So I'm sending everybody love and light. I love you. If you enjoy the channel, enjoy the content, enjoy perspective, authentic perspective, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. It really helps me in the channel. Thank you.